Hey folks, welcome back to our channel, and today we're back with a video on a very fascinating topic. We will be discussing 10 ridiculous things gamers did in video games. At times, players take up ridiculous tasks that we people do not expect. So without much delay, let's get into the video. Number 10. This is about the issue in which the gamers translated every single native American sentence of dialogue in Assassin's Creed Valhalla in an RPG. The players who did this task worked with experts in the dialogue part of the Vinland part of the Assassin's Creed Valhalla. At a point in the game, Eivor, a character in the game, goes to Vinland, which is a coastal North America, on areas being colonized, and rather than translate the language that the character uses, they allow you to be completely in the darker parts to what they say. It totally gives a realistic effect. The group that translated this was called Access the Animus. It's considered that the language used in these sections is a real language. This might feel less impressive than they managed to crack the code. Number 9. A StarCraft player, Cyril, who made StarCraft history after not only being the very first non-Korean StarCraft finalist, but also the first non-Korean to win it. Now, this is into say, like Koreans are better at this game. It's that the league is being primarily dominated by the country literally by 20 years. The country takes the game very seriously. There is a cottage industry around StarCraft in Korea, and there are a lot of reasons why the country has dominated it for so long, not only to become a finalist, but also to win it. To win the grand finale of StarCraft, you will need to dedicate a massive amount of time, and he needs effort to be lauded for the amount of dedication and time that this would have taken. It's sometimes nice to see somebody else get a shot at something than regular. Number 8. A player, Jay, in Skyrim decided that they wanted to kill everything in Skyrim. It's 10 years old, so the fresh challenge is indeed interesting. Keeping in mind in Skyrim that a lot of things respawn, like various NPCs, take a couple of days, and then they respawn when you re-enter an area, which, to be frank, is the exploit that was used here. Jay in Skyrim has planned a route along with the map, which did not permit repeats visits to any certain area, so that nobody would ever respawn. He racked up a kill tally of over 2,200 people and over 2,400 animals and other non-human beings. This is it, if not every single thing in the game killed. Probably pretty close. That is a huge kill count in Skyrim. How action-oriented the game can be, you don't kill thousands of things in that game. A lot of things is done spent exploring and tracking stuff down, meeting with people, etc. A lot of killing is done in confined situations. Number 7. A couple of guys did pretty insane stuff in Grand Theft Auto. The first player is a guy named Unnamed. He finished the entire singles play storyline in 9 hours and did not take a single hit. Now, in order to ensure that, he installed a mode that would kill him instantaneously if he took any damage whatsoever. Now, the most interesting part about this is it actually took him 48 attempts, just absolute dedication. Another Twitch streamer by the name Dark Viper AU spent around 33 hours beating a single mission without killing anyone in Grand Theft Auto 5. He picked up one of the very large heists where it was very easy to rack up the huge kill count. Number 6. A gamer went the extra mile in terms of catching all the Pokemon. He didn't just get all of the Pokemon, the court of all of the shiny Pokemon, but only the shiny Pokemon. So it's a rare thing to catch even one shiny Pokemon. So when a trainer by the name Qdan shared their shiny collection on the Pokemon Home app, people were like, "Are you kidding me?" This guy had 1,312 shiny Pokemon. It probably takes millions of Pokemon encounters to get all of the shiny Pokemon across all the games, but that's exactly what he did. A lot of people were not sure that this was physically impossible. So to see somebody who's done it, it's insane. Number 5. Here, a guy actually bet Fallout 4 without killing anyone. Actually, Fallout 4 is a game that 100% demands you to commit murder, and that's not like it's just really hard. It's how the game is designed. That is how Bethesda set forward, like this is an action RPG shooter. Older Fallout game did allow you to play without killing for the most part, at least, but Todd Howard said, "I don't know if you can play the whole game without violence." So we have talked about this kind of playthrough before. A player by the name Kyle Hinckley tricks the game to do all the violence for him. That way, he gets 0 kills. He doesn't kill any robot, doesn't kill any people or any creature, and he documented all of it. In order to get XP, he has to just constantly build stuff in settlements to get the necessary skills to progress in the game. He was a real clever player. Number 4. Here we are talking the exact opposite, about a guy who spent several months killing absolutely everyone in Fallout 3. In Fallout 3, you do have an easier time doing a non-violent game, but a guy by the name of Many a True Nerd was like, you know what, I'm telling absolutely everybody in the entire game. Now, the thing is, there are a lot of characters in Fallout 3 which you can't kill. I mean, if you want the story to progress anyway. The way that many a true nerd put it, he said, I want to see how far the plot could reach. How would the game respond to me? Initially trying to break the plot by constantly attacking the people in it, it really wants me to be friends with it. There is also something interesting going in the game that many a true nerd manages to reveal, like the fact that when one of the characters wants to pay respect to another character, if you chop up the body, the part that matters to the character is in fact the torso. And there's just tons of stuff happening in the game just like this during the course of the playthrough. By the end of the playthrough, he actually killed 3012 people, and everybody who does not allow you to kill, he knocked unconscious at least once. Number 3. A Game or Running. A channel by the name Slackinator did the first 100% genuine damages playthrough of Ninja Gaiden. Now, there are a lot of damageless playthroughs that do take a hit from a demon boss which drops its head at you, and it's impossible to avoid. Slackinator figured out how to do this while killing the head, and what you need to do is an incredibly complex maneuver in which you negate the animation, which takes a while to slash, so that you can slash more times in the air than you can by default, and then hold the controller in a specific way as to be able to button smash and hit the slash button many times in a second. Now, without negative animation, you can slash 2 times in the air, but the animation takes so long to get through. Negating the animation and doing the maneuver allows you to get at least 6 times slashes in the air, and after many tries, Slackinator was able to destroy this head. He could completely proceed to make it the 100% first genuine damage-less playthrough uploaded on YouTube. 20 tries while doing all of the other stuff, like these elements of luck and skill involved, and Slackinator pulled all of it. Number 2. Old school RuneScape player Lynx Titan was the first player to reach 200 million XP in all 23 skills in December 2018, which ranked him permanently as the number 1 on all old school RuneScape high scores. This guy plays between 17 and 18 hours a day, and a lot of people consider this guy to be more efficient. He also plays RuneScape 3 on an account called Forsberg888. It's an old school RuneScape that Lynx Titan rules. Number 1. Finally, it is many a true nerd accomplishment. So, Fallout 3 is a really hard game. And also, yes, this guy knows what he's talking about. When it comes to Fallout games, what he decides to do was an intense undertaking for stuff. Besides, he decided to beat Fallout 3 without healing a single time. Now, that meant not having any radiation treatments and never having companions. He planned it very intricately. You start being very tolerant of some characters that are not the best to avoid taking him in small amounts of damage at the beginning of the game. Power armor is useful compared to compact armor. Also, making some choices like that makes it an interesting playthrough. That's it for today. Do like this video and subscribe to the channel. Do share it with more people. We will be back with yet another interesting video. Until then, stay healthy and stay happy. Bye!